Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is an intraday for Bitcoin. Let's see what happened and what it might happen next. Today in the daily, we saw, of course, that we might reverse, of course, from our area from the blue box that we were mentioning yesterday, because, of course, this is the target for a potential here one and wave two, and that is a potential wave two because of course of the characteristic, the corrective characteristic in the beginning of this move toward the upside. We don't see any kind of a 1-2. The wave 2 is very long in range and also very complex, which is very, very rare. Second thing is that we cannot find a very clear wave 1 over there as an impulse, meaning this can be a W, X, and a Y. It is much more evident that this can be a wave X, of course, with this complexity and this long sideways. Therefore, also regarding this move here, where we see, of course, a 0.38 not hit as well, only the 0.23 was hit, meaning, of course, a zigzag has unfolded here potentially as, of course, a wave Y. After this hit of the blue box, we see, of course, an impulse today in the morning during the daily analysis as well. And I'm expecting, of course, the testing area to be hit again, of course, at least as an ABC zigzag. After this zigzag, we might see, of course, a potential reversal in case we are still bullish, meaning, yeah, we have to take it in a grain of salt here in case that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means it can be a 1, 2 in case, of course, we start to see some a signal of strength here to move towards the upside. If broken, of course, it still can be even going for deeper. However, a broken here level can be a signal, of course, for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 for continuation downward. And we know in a bigger overview that for Bitcoin, we are already in 5 waves downward here in a leading diagonal, wave 1 or a wave A, of course. Nothing is always very bearish. It can be a wave A, meaning this is your wave B, and it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. I'm looking for the 1-to-1 fib level for the 102K, 100K, almost the psychological number here, that it might unfold, of course, a zigzag ABC. And after this, I'm looking for, of course, this testing area for another potential or possibility for bullish here, which it might be, of course, our scenario here with an ending diagonal. This ending diagonal can be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to remind you with it, where you might still have an ending diagonal wave 5, but the wave 4 is not yet done. We still need to see this blue box hit, which is a perfect fib levels anyway, for a wave 4 around the 101K in confluence with the ABC 1-to-1 fib level, which is very, very essential. And I still believe that this is going to be taken sooner or later before we move, of course, for higher in a wave 5. In case this happen, of course. If broken, definitely we have our bearish scenario, which is a bear market A, B, and a C here. We already mentioned it several times, A, B, and a C expanding flat as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Therefore, the bears are still potentially dominating the market so far until, of course, further signals on the lower time frame. We cannot yet, of course, say that we are bullish or we are totally bearish until also we break totally this area. I believe by breaking it, it might be, of course, a very likely potential scenario to continue, of course, taking the low after this correction. And then, of course, continuation for lower 100K. And then we take it from there. That was it for Bitcoin for the intraday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.